Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu Paratatve Sadalino Ramakrishna Samagneya Yo Dharmastapanarato Vireshantanamamyaham Om Brahmadibhyo Brahmavidya Sampradaya Kartrabhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Adigurum Jagadvandyam Lokadhisham Paratparam Navayuga Pravartaram Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Shri Sharadam Vishwamatam Shishyavrandam Cha Shodasham Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Yes, we went through Prayaschitta Karma up to the 11th verse. Now the next verse is about Upasana. Upasana Anushtanena. What all he followed? Upasana. To become the eligibility, to have the eligibility to enter into the Advaitic way of attaining God. So Upasanani Saguna Brahma Vishaya Manasa Vyapara Rupani Shandilya Vidyadini. So Upasanani, the another type of activity or the karmas. This is also under karma. Nitya karma, Naimitya karma, Prayaschitta karma, Upasana. Upasana is not physical activity, is not there, just like Prayaschitta karma also is mental attitude with a feeling pradhana. In case of Nitya Naimittika, a lot of physical activity also is involved. Puja, this, that, celebrations, rituals, all these are concerned. But in Prayaschitta, he alone, he observes certain things which is associated with his normal living. Now, he has to eat food, he controls food. He has to sleep, he controls his sleep. These things he will do as a Prayaschitta. What he'll do, it doesn't disturb anybody, nothing is necessary. Some mistake has happened, he makes circumambulation around the temple, 108 circumambulation, each time doing Sāshtang Pranam. These things doesn't need anybody, it needs a deep attitude. Oh, I have done a mistake. May I never do it, such a mistake again in my life. So with that firm resolution, he resolves not to do again. And so that this, what he has done, will not appear. It may appear as karma and give me some sukha dukkha, but it will not appear again as a vasana, as a samskara. To that extent, he is safe. Otherwise, one instigates the other, another instigates, and each time it acquires momentum and its volume goes on increasing. I do one mistake, I tell one lie, I am prone to tell the second lie. When similar situations, because situations come more and more powerfully. So each time he must see that the seed itself is dissolved. So Prayaschitta karma. Upasana, when we come to the Upasana, it takes a different form. It is Manasika Vyapara Rupani. It is Manasika Vyapara, mental attitudes. But here, because it is Advaitic text, the Upasana has not been taken much seriously. They keep it as a just purificatory process or something that's going to help in the path of Advaita. It is so. When we take up the Advaitic path, This is secondary. But this is a mainstream also for most of the people, because how many people can really aspire for Advaitic realization? It begins with the denial of body. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham. However, I may say, I don't have a body, I am not body. It remains in a imaginary state. In practicality, if I get simple cough and cold, small diseases, I won't be able to bear. I am not body. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham. I can't say. But if I am hungry, for 4 days, 5 days, I don't get food, how will I feel? Will I be able to say that? Will I be able to at will renounce everything, all enjoyments, all bodily identity, my relationship, my friends, this, that, and everything? And like animals, can I live on the plants and trees, what is giving? Very difficult. At least if nothing is there, he has to go at least for bhiksha. And fill his stomach, and everything what it does, walking for bhiksha or anything, is again asserting your body, your body. So, total renunciation of all relationship. I don't have friends, I don't have guru, I don't have mother, I don't have father. Mata nasti, pita nasti. All these things we can't say. How many really in the world, in India itself, 130 crores or 140 crores of people, how many are able to take? Maybe handsome. Total renounce and walk off. Tarutala bhiksha, karatala bhiksha, tarutala vasa. Very difficult. Even a sannyasi to remain as a parivrajaka, how much difficult. He cannot possess anything. Mentally, physically, or emotionally, he cannot have any possession. A brahmachari was here for some time. He was said, I will go for parikrama. As a parivraja, I was surprised. Direct disciples could do. A few later on could do. You cannot possess anything. Everything. You cannot carry anything. Only wearing clothes and maximum a kambal. Anywhere in your name, anything cannot be there. You cannot have anybody's address. Everything is dropped off. With empty hand, with wearing empty everywhere. You take some bhiksha somewhere and go on meditating. Aham Brahmasmi, and walk about. I have kept some property there, I have kept some money here, this one, I possess a mobile and a few. No, you cannot. You are a parivraja. How difficult it is just to walk off without any possession. Never to keep rest of life, nothing will be there with me. How much of this one we need to, how much of mental training, whole life from the going to Gurukula's house, Guru's house, a student enters, and up to the finishing of Grahastha Ashrama at the age of 60, he'll be constantly planning to leave everything and total dependence on divine and nature. He walks off at the age of 60 to Vanaprastha. He cannot possess anything. What all he had to give to next generation or whoever is eligible to use it, and empty-handed there to walk off. With just wearing clothes. Vanaprastha. Rest of the life he spends in the forest with whatever he can make small things. how much of mind training is required. Whole of brahmacharya is a preparation for grahastha-ashrama. Whole of grahastha-ashrama life is preparation for vanaprastha. Whole of vanaprastha is preparation for the sannyasa. At sannyasa, he drops away all things of this world. Only God. At the age of 72 are those who can, any time. I don't have anything. I am a sannyasi. Inside or outside, I have not kept anything. To tell how many people are there. So, some mahashraya they will be constantly searching for. So here, the Advaitak, it is all right when we study this and follow this also. But millions and millions, crores and crores of people need this saguna sakara vyapara, because we are living in what all we see, whatever through 5 senses, what all we can imagine through mind, whatever we can discern through intellect, everything is saguna Brahma. It is manifestation of the Brahman and not different from it. When a thing comes up as manifestation, the original substance, cause, remains in the effect in its fullness. I make a pot out of clay. The clay is fully there, and except clay, nothing else is there in that pot. What pot? Except clay, nothing is there. But we say, don't say clay is equal to pot. Pot is pot, clay is clay. But except clay, nothing is there in pot. Clay has manifested as pot. Though it is clay alone, there is a difference. The cause, what is the difference between cause and effect? Karya Karana. If Karya is totally there in Karana, what is the difference? The difference is you cannot hold water in this, you can hold the water in this. It can stay for 5 days, 6 days. You can cook, which you cannot do in clay. This is one quality other than mud. This is cold, this is also cold, this is red, this is also red. All things will continue. But one quality will be extra. That quality differentiates. It can hold water. It can, in case of it, the mud will not dissolve. It is baked, and you can cook your food in this. That one quality makes the difference between the Karya and Karana. The whole universe is Karya of the great cause, the Brahman. Brahman has manifested as Saguna Sakara. Nirguna Nirakara is appearing as Saguna Sakara. And most of the people, almost all entire humanity we can say, has to take recourse to this in some way or other to reach that Nirguna Nirakara. That is our ultimate aim. But we have to pass through a long period of hold, because we have identified with a body which cannot be dissociated in waking state. Whatever you try to do, however you say, I am not body. How can you say, oh, I am not body? I am. When I enter into sleep alone, I separate from this body. Do I have an existence independent of body? Do I feel the body as a cover? No. Only after Atma Jnana, after spiritual awakening at least, the physical body dissociates from the soul. The Brahma Granthi breaks, and the association with the body ends there as I and continues as mine till the Atma Jnana. From Atma Jagrata, spiritual awakening, till the Atma Jnana, the body, I am body will go, mine body will remain. After the Atma Jnana, even my body drops off. He is there. He was identifying with one of the body. Now he has become everything and more. So this is the difference. Now Saguna Sakara, Saguna Vishayaka, Upasanani Saguna Brahma Vishayaka, Manasika Rupani. It is mental attitudes, not only mental attitudes. When heart accepts a thing to be, in Hinduism, one of the important principles is identify everything because it is manifestation. When we use the term manifestation, the karana has become karya. Except karana, nothing is there in that karya. Just like ice is formed from water. Ice is manifestation of water. Steam is manifestation of water. Fog is manifestation of water. Mist is manifestation of water. There are various aspects of water, not different from water. Like that, the whole universe is not different from Brahman. But because of my identity with body, it is appearing. So, till we reach an independent at least an identification is sufficient, at least intellectual understanding, first we have to get established in it. Established in it, oh, this is Brahman. Now, in Hinduism, an important principle, whatever you worship, try to identify with the Brahman. Whatever deity, you are worshipping Ganesha, you are worshipping Durga, you are worshipping Shiva, any deity you are worshipping, know it is the manifestation of Brahman. Brahman is here as Ganesha, Brahman is here as Durga, Brahman is here as Shiva. I am worshipping Brahman. In and through, just like because of the distance, because of invisibility to my senses. Now, I have somebody who is there in my foreign as my own relative. I want to talk to him. I can't talk. However loudly I shout, he is there on the other side of the earth. How can I reach? But mobile is there. Cell phone is there. I speak to the cell phone. I am speaking to cell phone. But I am not speaking to cell phone. Cell phone I am holding, I am uttering to cell phone. But all my image, mind is seeing that person there, listening to my words. Is answering, responding. I am not only speaking like children taking a mobile and speaking empty things. I ring up, I come in contact with it, and I am clear I am speaking to that particular person. How do you identify? I identify through the voice. I identify through the way in which he speaks. Like that, Shastra gives us the identity of the Brahman. He says, I can't see the Brahman, my senses, 5 senses cannot reach, my mind cannot reach, my intellect cannot reach. So I am using this form which represents the Brahman. I worship this form. I am talking to this. When a person speaks to someone through the cell phone, never the thought comes, I am speaking to this material object. Never it comes. I am speaking to that person alone. The person is unseen. Still, I clearly know I speak. What is in the background? My mind is seeing the person and talking to the matter. Except matter, nothing is there. That person's presence is not at all there. Even remote presence is not there. But his voice indicates that he is the person who is receiving my message and answering my message. Same thing happens in the Saguna Brahma Vishayaka. In Hinduism, whenever you worship anything, Ganesha, Tvam Kalatrayatitah, Tvam Gunatrayatitah, Tvam Avastatraya Atitah. Everywhere. That everything is point. You are that. When I worship the Vishnu, you are that, you are that, you are that, you are that. I am worshipping you. Shiva, when I worship, I am worshipping you. I am worshipping you. That background is presented, and this is Saguna Brahma Vishayaka Manasika Rupa. It is mental attitudes and with which I am worshipping. We'll continue in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.